It is championship weekend for both Power 5 and non-Power 5 teams, right? A lot of good group of 5 games on as well. Tulane, SMU, Troy, Appalachian State. We've got Liberty and New Mexico State tonight. But for now, I'm going to focus on the Power 5 championship games, give you guys my selections, my picks in each of those games. And we start in the final, kind of sad, shed a tear, the final Pac-12 championship tonight, an 8 o'clock kick on ABC as Washington, the third-ranked Washington Huskies, take on the fifth-ranked Oregon Ducks. This a rematch of a game earlier in the season, guys. Oregon's a 10-point favorite in this football game. And what a great quarterback matchup this is, guys. Arguably the best quarterback matchup of the weekend with Michael Penix Jr. over at Washington. Bo Nix over at Oregon. A lot of points. I think you're going to see a lot of offense in this one. I am taking Oregon to win the football game straight up. I think they will win the rematch between these two teams. But again, this should be one of the most entertaining games of the weekend. Tons of fireworks, tons of fun, tons of offensive points. But I like Oregon in this football game. Guys, let's move to the Big 12 championship. Texas taking on upstart Oklahoma State. Of course, guys, the Longhorns, they need this football game. They need this win, I should say, to make their case for the college football playoff. This a noon kick on ABC at Jerry World. Do not sleep on Oklahoma State, guys. I think Oklahoma State, they've been a team that's given a lot of folks headaches this year. OSU, I think, will make this thing close competitive with Texas. I think they'll make it very uncomfortable. But I do think that the Texas Longhorns will get the win in this one. I am picking Texas. And again, guys, I think they're going to make the College Football Playoff Committee make a very difficult decision in regards to, do you put them in? Do you leave them out? Going to be a lot of fun. I got Texas in the Big 12 title game. Of course, guys, the SEC championship, we talked about this one yesterday in depth. I do have the Georgia Bulldogs winning this football game. I'm taking Georgia, I think, in a close game, back and forth affair. I don't put a whole lot of stock, guys, honestly, in what happened on rivalry weekend. I really don't. I think rivalry weekend is about survive and advance. I don't think it's about style points or flash or anything like that. But I still do think, guys, the back-to-back national champions, Kirby Smart and company, this game against Alabama, it is still personal for them. College football playoff implications be damned. This one is personal for Kirby and company. I think they will get the better of Nick Saban, the Alabama Crimson Tide. I think at the end of the day, Georgia is a better football team. Carson Beck has a big day. Georgia gets the win to cap off the undefeated regular season and SEC title and punch their ticket as number 1 in the college football playoff. In the Big 10 championship game, guys, I'm taking Michigan. I don't think Iowa's got even a chance, guys. We mentioned it. The over-under team total first half points for Iowa, guys, is a half a point. Does Iowa score at all? That's the bet. Do they score at all? A half a point. I think Michigan, this game could be sloppy early. That's Iowa's key to it, right, is to muck it up, make it the kind of game that Iowa wants, a low-scoring, slugfest kind of affair. I just don't see that plan, though, working out against a team as talented as the Michigan Wolverines. So I am taking Michigan. I am taking Big Blue in this football game. I think they'll probably win this one handily, pull away, win by double digits when it's all said and done. Finally, guys, Louisville and Florida State. This is the nightcap along, by the way, with Michigan, Iowa. Both these games at 8 o'clock. Michigan, Iowa on Fox. Louisville, Florida State, 8 o'clock on ABC in Charlotte, North Carolina. The Queen City plays host yet again to the ACC Championship. Tate Rodemaker, the status of Tate Rodemaker is up in the air because of a concussion he suffered against Florida. FSU might be on their third-string quarterback, guys. And it's a shame because I would have loved to have seen the brand of Florida State in the playoff, a full-strength Florida State. The way this season played out for them with the injury to Jordan Travis, then this Rodemaker stuff happening. And guys, again, like I told you, I don't put an immense amount of stock in what happens on rivalry weekend, because the thing we love about rivalry weekend is all hell breaks loose, right? Like all madness ensues because you never know what's going to happen, the familiarity between the teams. And so with that being said, guys, I think Louisville is still a really good team. I think Florida State, with uncertainty at quarterback, they were able to get away with it against Florida in the Swamp. Give them credit. I don't think they do that 2 weeks in a row. I think Louisville bounces back. I think Louisville beats Florida State in the ACC championship to pull the big upset and the big shocker of the day. In a game, though, I think, guys, I don't think it's going to feel like much of an upset. I think Louisville's going to win the game. I think they're going to win it. I say convincingly. I'm not saying by 20 points, but I don't think it's going to feel like a major upset when we see the product of what FSU is without a healthy Tate Rodemaker under center. So again, guys, my championship game picks, lock them in. I've got Oregon winning the Pac-12. I've got Texas winning the Big 12. I've got Georgia winning the SEC title. I've got Michigan winning the Big 10. And I've got the Louisville Cardinal winning the ACC.